he did this whole demonstration about like shoving a tube down a geese's throat and like fattening it up. And some dates will suck, but the more you affirm what you're looking for, the more you're going to see it.
Do you see, when you were single, a lot of guys looking at apartments more so to talk to you than to look at the apartments?
What's the worst first date you've ever been on?
Oh my God.
Is there one that pops to mind?
Yeah, I mean, there was this one I went on, like, it must be 7 to 10 years ago, and it's just actually related to real estate. The guy was like, and he knew I worked in real estate. He was like, yeah, I actually bought my apartment by myself. I didn't see any, like, need for a real estate broker. Like, they don't really do much anyway, and I just figured I could save some money. And I was like, oh my God, this is so unattractive on all levels. And then we were ordering, and there was foie gras on the menu, and he was like, oh, you know how they make that, right? And he starts describing how, like, they shove, and I already knew how it was made, hence why I wasn't planning to order it, but, like, he did this whole demonstration about, like, shoving a tube down a geese's throat and, like, fattening it up, and I was like, oh my God, I really...
Read the fucking room, dude, on a first date.
Oh my God, I ordered an appetizer and I was like, I must go.
You left?
Yeah.
Smart.
Wow.
I've ended dates. I don't, yeah, I know that may not be, but at the same time,
A lot of people do it. A lot of women do it.
You don't owe that person anything. You don't owe that person anything.
No.
If they're making you if they're making you uncomfortable, if there's
bad.
like if something's not vibing in the way that it should, it's not about like necessarily giving. Like if you're like iffy about it, you're like, oh, there could be some good here, then you stick and you stay
around. But if it's just like so grotesque and terrible, you just
also
gotta go.
Mansplaining's tough.
But
too.
wait, they know that you're in real estate, and he turns around and he's like, I didn't want a real estate agent because they're not really worth it. Like that's disrespectful.
I was like, pay for the dinner and shut the fuck up.
Now, do you see, when you were single, a lot of guys looking at apartments more so to talk to you than to look at the apartments? No?
Not to my knowledge. There were like men who would ask me out after I'd showed them a property. They'd say, oh, the property's not for me, but maybe you are. No, not like that.
Oh, cute.
I'm not signing a contract, but I'll make an offer. No, there, people have, and that's fine, but I just am not really, I wasn't into it at the time, but, I think being good looking has, helped some sellers maybe here and there say yes versus no.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, you got to use what you have.
Damn straight, darling. Yeah. All right, last one for this section. If you had to give a first date tip for all the singles out there, what would it be and why?
Okay. This is a great question, and it's something that I did right before I met my husband. So I think it's good advice. But I would write a lot of affirmations, and that would get me into a positive place. And the way I'd write affirmations is, I enjoy meeting so and so, and like I'd fill in really truly like what I was looking for in a, at that time, boyfriend, relationship. And what it does is it helps your mind really focus in on what's important to you, and you're able to really see those qualities and attributes shine in the other person when, you meet them. And so I guess that kind of boils down to getting very clear, but then also being open to it. Because I don't talk to a lot of guys about relationship stuff, but like when my girlfriends talk to me, it's always, oh, like there's no one out there and every guy sucks and it's so much negative. I'm like, well, not every guy can suck, because there are a lot of really good people out there, and I'm sure guys are saying something similar on their end. It's like you just have to really be clear and be open. And some dates will suck, but the more you affirm what you're looking for, the more you're going to see it.
Great advice.